Hey folks, it's Ardwulf. Welcome. Since I just finished the first major wargaming playthrough series that I have put on the channel, I wanted to do a real quick video, not wrapping that up. I still plan to do a wrap video for When Eagles Fight. But I want to talk about the channel in general, the kind of things I would like to do, and solicit some feedback from the people who are watching as to what you would like to see next. Now, at the top of the list, let's deal with that first. At the top of the list is the other half of this, Glory's End, which is the Western Front. I could play through that. It's a little bit more detailed, a little bit heavier than When Eagles Fight, but not by much. Density's a little higher. I will definitely play that at some point. I would like to do video on it when that happens. I'm just not convinced it's going to be the next one or two videos I'm going to do. I'm not quite sure that I have the appetite to do two big playthroughs of World War I games, one after the other. I think I would like to do something World War II instead. So let's talk about what that could potentially be. So the other thing is, and please give me some feedback on this, is there something specific that you would like to see from this list? These are games that I have ready to go that I could in principle set up tonight and get started playing them. Roads to Moscow, Battles of Mozhaisk and Mitsensk. There's a unboxing video of this. Nobody to my knowledge has done video on this game, although there is video on Roads to Leningrad, the sister game to this, and it's very well done. I will put annotation linking to that video, which you should see up in the upper left-hand corner right now if I can get the friggin' thing to work on YouTube. I was not able to the last time I tried it. So this is a possibility. This is a one-map game. It's a one-map game with 4 different scenarios. So it'll be a relatively large game for the kind of thing that you might see as a playthrough, like a blow-by-blow playthrough series on YouTube. But that's a possibility. Another possibility, along the same vein, is this guy, Invasion Sicily. This is Vance von Borey's game. You can see how long I've had this thing punched. It's also a one-map game. It's a pretty cool-looking game. It's a kind of a sister system to the East Front series. No video on this. There's no vassal module for this. This has gotten very little attention, despite the fact that, as far as I can see from what I've looked at so far, it looks like a pretty good and interesting game, and a pretty nice scale to play out Sicily on at that. So that's a possibility. Another possibility, along the same veins of large-ish one-map games, is this guy, Normandy 44. There's an unboxing video of this on the channel, plus I think I did a video on how I packaged this guy up. It's a nice, pretty tight one-map game. Definitely more detailed than When Eagles Fight, but not hugely detailed. I mean, this is not even, I'd say it's at about, well, I'd say it's about 2 rungs down on the complexity ladder from the next game that's going to be on the list. That game is Barbarossa Kiev to Rostov. Now, there is some video on this, and there's 2 small mini-map scenarios and I think 2 one-map scenarios. And the Counterattack playthrough series played through Rostov Redeemed and Battle of Sumy and Battle on the Sea of Azov, which is one of the one-map scenarios already. So this is kind of at the back burner right now. I might well play through one of those, but I'm unlikely to film it as a playthrough series. What I might do is, if I play through one of the minimap scenarios, I might do an after-action report. So let me know what you think about that. Another possibility, along more tactical lines, is to try and do some playthrough of Panzer Grenadier. Now, when I played Panzer Grenadier back in the day, I liked it quite a bit. But when I played it in the last year or so, I thought it rang really kind of flat to me, and I'd like to sit down, take my time with it, which I'm kind of able to do in a playthrough series, and see if it still bugs me in that same way. I think it might not. I think the kind of the pressure of playing it against a live opponent kind of made me buzz through some things and miss a bunch of stuff. So I'd like to at least fire this up another time or two. There's certainly a huge amount of scenarios. I have several of the products for this. So I have a lot of Panzer Grenadier stuff that I would like to either get played or possibly just get rid of it if I decide that it's not for me. So in the same general neighborhood, however, is the Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kit. Still don't have a rule book, but Starter Kit is a possibility. And right now, this is probably at the top of the list of things that I would like to do. It has scenarios that are all relatively small. The Counterattack playthrough series, again, has a playthrough of the first scenario in this set, and the Late Night Gamer right now is doing a playthrough of the second scenario in this set, and I highly recommend checking out both of those video series and those channels, and I'll annotate that if I'm able to as well. And the last thing that I guess I should put on the table, because it's something that kind of got shelved, is a second run at the Hunters. Now, it's been a while since I've done this. If you're interested in seeing a playthrough video, I have one. A bunch of other people have done playthroughs on this too. But I would at some point like to pick my Hunters game up with the second patrol. This time, hopefully not making as many rules mistakes as I made the first time. I don't think I made any catastrophic rules snafus, but I did mess some things up, and I pointed as much of that out as I could in either the video or the contents, the comments, or the commentary on Board Game Geek. But I'd like to revisit this too. It's a cool game. It's on a cool subject. So this is our selection of potential things that we could do, just to pile them all up. So let me know what you think. Please leave a comment for me. Let me know if there's something that you find particularly appealing in this series. Bear in mind, I've got real primitive equipment. I'm actually filming. I do all my filming with a cell phone camera, and it's just as crappy as it seems. And I don't really have the resources at this time to go out and buy a fancy video camera. I'd like one. Maybe someday, but not right now. So, like I said, let me know what you think of this pile of games. If there's anything you would specifically like to see, leave me a comment. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're not already, since you now have something of an idea of what might be coming up ahead. Not everything that I could potentially do is in the same vein as the series on When Eagles Fight, where it's actually a move-by-move playthrough. I'm thinking, for example, of doing the first scenario in the ASL Starter Kit, retaking Veerville, which has already been done by the Counterattack playthrough series, but not doing it as a playthrough, but doing it as like an after-action report, maybe after every other turn or something like that. I would do like a 5 to 8 minute video with some thoughts, some analysis, that kind of thing. That might be interesting. It would certainly be less work than the When Eagles Fight series was to do. So that's a possibility too. I've got enough unboxing videos in the channel, and frankly I've got enough games. I don't envision, unless some of the ASL stuff that I've had my eye on becomes available again in the near future, I don't anticipate picking anything else up in the immediate future. To 2016, there's probably a couple things I'll grab. But this is what's ready to go, pretty much. This is what I'm considering doing some playthrough material of. So let me know. Once again, I want to thank you for watching, and I want to thank you for supporting the channel.